Hey there, guys and gals, friends and foes. I'm John Pyka, and this is Back of the Cereal Box, and this is our Instagram game review video. I wanted to take a minute to talk about Last Defense. We covered this just briefly on our Saturday morning show, but I wanted to do a more in-depth review for you guys, our Instagram fans. I picked this up at Target. I wasn't looking for this. I was looking for something else for a Thanksgiving Day party, and I found this, and $19.99, I'm like, I'll take a chance, because I loved the cover artwork, I loved the premise, I read the back of the box, it's cooperative, which was gonna be great for this dinner party. And so I picked it up, and it's been a long time since I've been so excited about showing you guys a board game, because I thought it would be okay, but then we got into it and it was so much fun. I just had to tell you guys a little bit more about it. Last Defense, you have 20 minutes to save the city, and it's for 2 to 6 players. Now, you guys know that with my game reviews, one of the things that's most important to me is the instructions and the rule book. And lucky for me, this game is exactly the kind of game I love to play. It's quick to learn. There are 1, 2, 3 pages of instructions, and they are clearly mapped out in steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever it is. So you can learn as you go if you need to. So quick to learn, easy to play, and we are off. So I'm going to talk about some of the components first, and then I'll show you the game board in just a moment. Each player 1 through 6, gets to play as a different character. Here, I'll show these to you. You got the soccer champ, or actually this side is better. You got the on-call nurse, the construction worker, the skateboarder, the barbecue dad, soccer champ, and my favorite, good dog. My dog Jax just lifted his head. So on the back of each of these character cards, they have a rundown of what you do each turn. And on each card, it has where that character starts. Now, each character has a matching meeple or mini. There's the good dog. Plastic. These are not 3D printed. These are actually molded, so I like that. And the object of the game is to defeat the monsters and the aliens that are invading the city. Monsters like giant tentacles, spider robots, space aliens, junk blob, and sentient plants. Dun dun dun. And you have exactly, and each one of these has a matching mover. And you and your team of 2 to 6 have exactly 20 minutes to either win or lose as a team. 20 minutes? How can a game be timed? Well, I'm glad you asked. You asked good questions. I can't demonstrate it for you right now because I'm filming on my phone, but there is an app that you download and that you play the app while you are playing the game. And the app tells you when the monsters enter the board, where they enter them, where they move to. The app has a music soundtrack that plays throughout the game, and it gives you special instructions as you go. It's so much fun. The game plays like a simplified Horrified meets King of Tokyo, but with a video game urgency. Let's take a look at the board. All right, guys, this is the board, the playmat for Last Defense. There are named places like the factory, the construction site, the school, the plaza, rest area. And I'm not going to get into a full playthrough. There are other game shows that review the playthrough and teach you how to play. I'm just going to show you some of the basics that make this so much fun. So every player gets their player card and their corresponding miniature. The dog starts in the gardens, and the different characters start in different places. You also have a tools pile. These are cards that will allow you to perform certain tasks, like this is a rope, not a pretzel, and binoculars. And I'll show you how those work in just a moment. So you also get a pair of dice. And one dice has numbers on it, 1 through 4, I believe. There's a 4 there somewhere. And the other one has arrows, 1 through 4. So when you roll those, the arrow dice we landed on a 3. Well, let's just say a 4. The arrow dice tell you how many places you can move. And the number card tells you how many tool cards you can draw. Now you can re-roll these a second time if you don't like that result. And here I got the exact same thing. So I'm going to draw one tool card, and here we know that it's the rope. And you'll see over here is what they call a chip stack. It's got a rubble chip and a scientist chip. And your goal is to free the scientists to defeat the monsters, and they'll come on the board in just a minute. So I can move up to 4 places that are connected, and I really do want to move to the neighborhood. So I move 1, 2, I can go just to 3. I don't have to go the full 4. And I'm going to turn over the rubble chip, and it's going to tell me the tools that I need to uncover the rubble and free the scientists. Now I only have 1, but we're doing good. So you lay these out in front of you, because this is a cooperative game, and the next player may have the tool that you need, and you can swap and trade and work together to free the scientists. So let's just say I had both the rope and the bullhorn, and we clear that rubble, we free this scientist, which is the chemist, and it goes on my character card, and we're going to save that. Now, throughout the game, the app is going to interrupt, and it'll say, sentient plants have appeared at the construction site. And you turn over the sentient plants card, and you'll see the scientists that are needed to defeat it. I need a chemist, and I need a biologist. So you would play in turns, but your ultimate goal as a team is to collect enough of these tokens and the right tokens to defeat those monsters. There are 5 of them. 4 are used throughout the game, and the app randomly tells you which ones and where they go. And every time there's a monster that comes on the board, there's actually a brand new chip stack that is placed beside them or in that space. So you could have 13, 14 scientists on the board at one time. That's the basic playthrough. There are a lot of other cool things that go on in this game, but what makes it really super fun is the app and the soundtrack, and that it's timing you from 20 minutes down to 0. And that is Last Defense in a nutshell. And you guys, you know for me that board games have to be fun. And this game is a ton of fun. And if you're looking for an easy to learn, quick to play game that is going to appeal to adults and kids, especially those video game kids, this is one of them. If your kids and your game group love King of Tokyo, they're gonna love this. If they like Horrified, if they love Horrified, they're gonna like this, because it's the same cooperative type of game, but much simpler. And again, just a ton of fun. And that's what Back to the Cereal Box is all about, is having fun, having a good time, and letting you guys know what we think is fun and will bring you a good time. Can you dig that? I knew that you could. Let me know what you think about this review. Post your comments down below and tune in to Back of the Cereal Box, the podcast. It's an interactive live streaming podcast on YouTube and Facebook where you get to join us Saturday mornings gathered around a big bowl of cereal as we talk about geek pop culture, movies, comics, toys, games, whatever floats our boat, and you get to join in the conversation. Can you dig that? I knew that you could. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the flip side.